Good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. How are you?
Fine, ma'am. How are
Good
you?
evening, ma'am.
Good evening. I'm also good. Thank you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening, Shansh. So, I think last time we have started with the carbohydrates. We have discussed about the fats and what else we have discussed? I
Ma'am,
think, hmm,
start with proteins, ma'am.
okay. And I think I explained you in the detailed way, right? What all they contain, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, what they are called as, why they are called as, who has more energy, right? All those things I've explained. Okay. Nishika, can you turn on your video? Nishika, are you there? Okay. We'll move to the other one. I can see Nishika. Okay, Nishika. So, the next topic. Did I mention you about the cholesterol also? If the cholesterol is increasing, then the arteries in our body will not be able, right, to pass the blood. Okay, then fine. So, which is this is actually very important topic. You might have heard, like the doctors will be saying the cholesterol level is high. It means if the cholesterol level is high, then in the body, the arteries which are there, they will start getting narrowing, and because of that, the blood will not be able to pass. Okay, so it should not be occur in our body. So starting with a topic called as protein. Now protein also they have the different elements in them such as the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, right? I think in the carbohydrates I told you the carbon, hydrogen and oxygen these three will be there. But in the proteins they will have one more other element called as the nitrogen. So proteins what they are made up of? They are made up of four elements: carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and the nitrogen. Clear? And some of the protein also they have the sulfur with them. So, do you know the elements, the symbol of them?
CO2, O2.
No. Elements, do you know what are elements?
Yes,
So, elements are basically, they are the kind of, in the periodic table, you might have seen the periodic table. In the periodic table, according to their mass number, atomic number, and all, they are present. Okay. And they have their own symbol. Like if I talk about the carbon is written as capital C. If I talk about oxygen, it is written O, capital O, there it will be written. Same way, sulfur also it is written as capital S. So carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and apart from that, some of them will have the sulfur also. Now, we know that our body is made up of these cells. How many cells do we have in our body?
ma'am.
Huh?
Ma'am, it's very big, ma'am. We cannot count them.
We cannot count, but we have actually, like, billions of cells are there in our body. Billions of cells are there. So if I talk about finger, my fingers have the cells actually. If I talk about palm also has, face also has, whole of the body has actually what? They have the different types of the cells. Like you might have heard about the red blood cells, white blood cells. What they are? They are nothing but they are the type of these cells only. Find the nerve cell, brain, in the brain we have the, all over the body we have the nerve cell. So different types of the cells we have, and depending on the type of it, their functions will be. Now, these cells, what do they need? They need basically the protein. So, if the protein is there in our body, then our body, what they can do? They can make the new cells. And also, sometimes, what happen in our body? Some of the cells will not be working or they will get damaged. In that case, also, who will repair them? The protein. So, that is why the proteins are called as what? They are called as the body building food. Fine. Like in our home, there will be mother, father, and if it is like something get destroyed in the food item, the mother will actually do something magic and all, and she'll create something good out of it. And if electricity is not working, father will be experimenting and then doing something. Same way in our body, if some of the cells are not working, in that case, whatever the protein we are taking, like dal we are eating, meat, chicken, all those we're eating, they have high amount of the protein, right? If that protein is there, then automatically what happens? That protein will go at that place wherever the old cells are there or the damaged cells are there, they will go there and replace them. Fine. So they will replace them with the new cells. So that is why they are called as a body building food. Am I clear? Now, According to you, who need more amount of protein? The children, the adult, or the old people? Who need more?
Ma'am, the children and elderlies.
Correct, correct. Very good, Ishika and Chan. So basically, the most of the nutrients, most of the proteins are needed by the children. Why it is needed for them? It is because once you all eat the protein, then only your body will be able to get built up, right? Then only the number of cells will be increasing more. If number of cells increases more, then it means we can increase in our height. Now, I think you all have seen the elephant, right? And you all have seen the rat. Is there any difference between both? Yes, what is the difference between both rat and
Some rat is small, elephant is
big? Okay, rat is small and elephant is huge actually.
yes,
Apart from that, what else is the differences?
ma'am, rat has long tail, ma'am. Elephant.
Okay, a rat has long tail, but the elephant doesn't.
And ma'am, mainly the elephant doesn't eat what rat eats.
Okay, fine. That's actually a very
Ma'am,
different answer. Yaniha?
ma'am, elephant is an herbivore and rat is an omnivore.
Okay, okay, fine. That is also fine. But when we talk about the cells, the size of the rat is small and the size of the elephant is big. It is because of the cell, actually. Fine. In the rat, when we talk about the rat, they have the less number of the cell, and that is why their body remains the small. And when we talk about the elephants, the huge size is because of the more number of the cells. Since they have more number of the cells, they are huge in size. Okay, and rats, since they have less number of cells, that is why they look small in size. That is why it is very important. Your mother, your father, everybody will be at the back of you that you have to eat proteins, you have to take this, blah blah, all those things. Why? It is because the more number of cells are there in your body, then more taller you will be growing. Clear? So number of cells plays a very important role in your diet. So you have to take care of this. And is there any other thing also it is required? The protein. It is also required for our skin. Fine. So whenever we are taking the protein, the skin actually will start glowing. Then blood also. The formation of the blood is also happening because of the protein. Now imagine if I am not taking protein, Shriyansh is not taking protein, then both of us will be able to grow, or both of us will be getting the proper amount of the blood in our body. No. So that is why, though it is required a high amount for the children, but at the same time, everybody individual require it in some or the other amount. But yes, since you all are in the growing age, you will be requiring them in a very high amount. Fine. Same way, like in the plants also, what do they have? They have in the protein case, they have the plant source also, they have the animal sources also. So what are the plant sources in the case of the proteins? From where do we get the proteins from the plants?
Ma'am,
No?
soybeans.
Soya beans, very good. Soya beans, pulses, all the dals, whatever you are eating, they have what?
Protein.
Pulses. They have the proteins in them. Okay, that are the plant sources. When we talk about the animal sources, fish are there. Fish are very rich in actually protein. Fish are there, eggs are there, milk is there. And do you know which uh, which kind of the food item is considered as a complete food? Complete food. There is one food actually. We call them as a complete food. Huh? I can't hear you, Shriyansh. Your voice is not coming.
Milk, milk.
Yes, very good, Shriyansh. Milk is considered as a complete food. The reason why the milk is considered as a complete food, it has carbohydrate, it has fats, it has vitamins, it has minerals, it has protein. So all the types of nutrients are present in that. That is the reason the milk is considered as a complete food. Fine. So the animal protein is basically your milk, your paneer also, the fishes, the eggs, meat, all those have they have the source of the protein. Now, when we talk about both of them, who is considered better, the plant one or the animal sources?
Both, both
Hmm.
are, both are important.
Both are important, but in this case, as we compare it, Animal proteins are actually more not important, but yes, they are easily digestible. Okay, when we talk about animal protein, like you have the fish, eggs are there, milk is there, they can be easily digested by the body. But when we talk about the plant protein, like the pulses, soya bean, it takes time to digest. So that is, hmm?
I guess because plants use the raw form, ma'am, whereas the animals give us not completely raw, ma'am. Like milk.
No. See, that's fine. Milk is there, maybe, but in that case also we have to boil the milk and we have to drink it, right? So be it the egg also. Egg also, what we need to do, we cannot eat it raw. We have to anyhow, we have to cook it. So it's not because they are raw, it is like this. It is because of easily digestible. Since the animal protein can be digested easily, they are better. Both are important, but the animals one are better than, because they can be easily digestible. But a person like me who does not eat the fish, who does not eat the egg, so what happened? I have to rely either on the milk, I have to rely either on the plant proteins. Fine. So it depends upon person to person. But yes, if I talk about the plant, soya bean is the best source of the protein. So make sure that daily you should have, the soya bean. And if you have the soya bean on daily basis, then what happen? Automatically your face will start glowing a lot. You will be shining a lot. So make sure that you have this. Okay. Then also the proteins will be helping for your nails. So the nails are there, hairs are there, all those are also because of the protein. So that is why it is important. And wool and the silk also have the protein in them. Fine. So I think Neha, you have joined late, but the protein molecules basically they are made up of the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and also the nitrogen. So they have the four elements: carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. And some of the proteins they have the sulfur also with them. Okay, Neha?
Okay, ma'am.
Can you repeat, ma'am, what are rich in carbo, sorry, proteins, ma'am, you told now.
The plant one or the animal one?
Plant one.
The plant one, pulses are there, the soya bean are there. But out of this pulses and soya bean, the soya bean has a high source of the protein.
Okay.
Okay, that is why the intake of the dal or the soya bean should be there on the daily basis. Okay, now to identify this protein, whether the given food sample has the protein in it or not, there is an experiment. So what we need to do, we have to take a test tube. In the test tube, we have to take any sample. Fine, any sample we can take, the dal we can take the raw one, not the cooked one. The raw dal we have to take, we have to grind it into small powder form. So whatever material you are taking, you have to take it in the powder form. After taking that, we have to add the few drops of the copper sulfate. Okay, copper sulfate drops we have to add. After that, we have to shake it. Then after that, we have to add the a kind of the solution which is called as the caustic soda. CAUSTIC, caustic soda. Do you know what is the other name of caustic soda?
Copper sulfate.
Copper sulfate is different. Copper sulfate is CuSO4. Fine. After adding the copper sulfate, we should add the caustic soda. Caustic soda is also called as sodium hydroxide. Okay. Sodium hydroxide. NaOH is also called as NaOH. So this NaOH is basically the base. Okay. Sodium hydroxide is what? It is a base. Fine. Which has a pH value more than 7. Clear? So that we have to add, and after adding that, we have to shake it. Okay. And once we start shaking, what we will be finding out that whatever the color was there, it will be changing into purple color. So if the color changes into violet or purple color, then it denotes that the presence of protein is there. And if it does not change, then it means the absence of protein will be there. So that is how the test of this proteins are. Clear? So take the given food sample in the powder form, add little amount of water, then add the copper sulfate, few drops of copper sulfate, then add the caustic soda, and then shake it. If the result comes in the purple form, then it means it has the protein. If it does not come in purple color, then it means it does not have the protein. So if you try doing, yeah, tell me.
For milk, we have to use milk powder or milk.
Milk will be better because in the milk powder they will be adding the other kind of the components. So that is why we cannot, identify that. Okay, now comparing again the comparison between the energy production, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. So last class we have discussed carbohydrate and fats. The fats will be producing more amount of energy, but the carbohydrate will be giving us the useful amount of energy. Now you tell me, among this carbohydrate, protein, and fats, who gives us more energy or who produces more energy?
Ma'am, fats.
It should be the useful energy. It produces more energy and the useful energy also.
Ma'am, carbon.
Carbohydrates. Yes, actually, when we compare now the carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, the carbohydrates are the source which will be producing the huge amount of the energy or which provide us huge amount of the energy. And that is the reason, the laborers will be there. Laborers means the workers who, help in constructions of the building, or the athletes also, or the mountaineers who climb the mountains and all. So what they will be doing, they will be taking the high amount of the carbohydrate, right? You might have seen they will be taking lot of milk, they will be taking the eggs, but other than that, they will not be taking much of things. Why they are focusing only on this part, like the rice also? Because it contains high amount of carbohydrate, and high amount of carbohydrate means production of high amount of the energy. Fine. So these are the small, small questions which are very, very useful actually, kind of the general value-based kind of the question. Okay. Now that's about your the part called as a protein. Moving to the next one, vitamins and the minerals. Are they important for us?
Yes,
Yes? Uh,
yes,
Yes, yes, they are important for us. Now, when we talk about the vitamins and minerals, they are required by the body, but not in so much of amount. A little amount or the little quantity of it is enough, and that is the reason when we are taking those food item or those sources we are taking not so much in amount. Like for example, any kind of the vegetable fruits we are taking, lemon and all, we are taking less amount. Spinach we are not taking them regular basis, right? Maybe once in a week, twice in a week we are taking, because they are not required in high amount. But yes, they are required. That is most important. So if you take them in the less amount also, they will create lot of impact in your body. Like spinach, if you take them less amount also, it will have a very good impact on the body. So that is why it is not important that the vitamins and minerals you should take so much of it, a less of also will be working effectively. Now, why they are important to us? It is important. Both vitamins and minerals are important because they are the protective body, which will be protecting our body from the different kind of the diseases, the germs, the infections which are coming all over, around us. So the foreign particles will be there. I think I told you what are foreign particles, correct or no? The foreign particles will be there. Who are the foreign particles? Coming from London? No? Ah, right. They are those particles which are present outside our body. Okay, now I am sitting around me, so many maybe germs will be there. Okay, so many kind of the different germs might be there. So all they are all together, they are called as the foreign particles. Now, why they are called as foreign particles? Because they are present outside our body. Fine. So the germs which are present outside our body, they are called as the foreign particles, or also they are called as pathogens. Fine, and we cannot see them. We have see maybe in my hand also right now, so many kind of a germs will be there, so many pathogens will be there. We never know. That is why we always suggest you, right, to wash the hands and then only eat it. During the COVID time, again and again, the washing of the hand was going on. It is because anytime any kind of a germ can attack our hand and it can go into our, the body. It can happen while eating also. Maybe I have washed my hands, I have washed my spoon also. The moment I started eating, what will happen? Am I audible?
ma'am, but your voice is breaking.
What? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, okay. So see, I have washed my hands, I have washed my spoon, everything I have washed. But the moment when I eat it, can we control anything to not to go inside our body? Cannot actually. We cannot do that. So we have to make sure wherever, whatever place we are sitting, that place actually should be hygienic so that it should be free from the germs and all. So that is why the vitamins and minerals, they are called as a protective food, because they will be protecting us from the different kinds of the diseases, or from the pathogens, or from the foreign particles. And at the same time, they will be keeping our eyes, bones, skin, teeth, and gums healthy. So that is why we should make sure that we take them in a correct amount and the appropriate thing. Fine. So I'll draw a table where you will have the different types or the sources of the vitamin, different types of it. I'll tell you the other name. So right now, I think you have learned only the name vitamin A, right? Do you know what is the other name of vitamin A? No. Do you know what is the other name of vitamin A? No. So I'll just tell you what are they and what is the other name, what is the sources and the function of them. Okay. So is my screen visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So starting with the first one, it is the vitamin A. Vitamin A. This vitamin A is also called as retinol. Okay, it is called as retinol. Now, this function of this vitamin A is to keep eyes, hair, and skin healthy. So, by taking this, the sources of the retinol, what happened? The eyes, hairs, and the skin will become healthy. What are the different sources? The different sources are the spinach, carrots, pumpkins, butter, sweet potatoes, mangoes, papaya. Fine. So these are the different sources of them. And now coming to the symptoms. So what are the symptoms? If anyone has a deficiency of vitamin A, what you will be able to find in them? So they will not be able to see properly. So poor vision. Then sometimes it can lead to the night blindness. So in during the night time, they will not be able to see at all. And then third one, low resistance to diseases. So continuously what happened? They will be actually attacked by the disease. Like continuously they will have the cold, fever. So some of the other problem will be occurring in their body. So such kind of symptoms they will have. So vitamin A, other name is retinol. It will be useful for keeping eyes, hair, and skin healthy. Different sources are the spinach, carrots, pumpkin, butter, sweet potato, mangoes, papaya. And symptoms are poor vision, night blindness, and low resistance to diseases. Okay. Shall we go to the next one? The second one is the vitamin B1. Okay. The vitamin B1, the other name of it is called as thymine. Thiamine. Thymine. Okay. Now, the main function of this vitamin B1 is the proper functioning of digestive and nervous system. So with the help of this vitamin B1, whenever we take this vitamin B1, then what happen? Our body will be able to function properly in aspect of the digestive and nervous system. So both the digestive and nervous system will work efficiently. Now the sources of this vitamin B1, different sources are there. The eggs have it, eggs, meat, the whole cereal, which we call them as a grains also, then yeast, which is the microorganism, and milk. So these are the sources of it. Now, those who have deficiency of them, they will lead to the disease called as the beriberi. So they will have a disease in them called as a beriberi, where the symptom is the weakness. So the person who has the beriberi, so this beriberi is especially found in the children. And those children who get this very, they will feel so weak, they will feel so tired, they do not feel like to move actually. So that is what the main symptom in them it will be. Then the third one is the vitamin
Ma'am,
B2.
once can you show vitamin A, ma'am? Once.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes, ma'am, you can show.
Okay, okay, okay. Now very weakness. Going to the third one, vitamin B2. It is basically the other name of it is the riboflavin. Just a minute, FLAVIN, riboflavin. That is the other name of the vitamin B2. The main function of the vitamin B2 is to keep skin and mouth healthy. So with the help of this, what happens? Skin and mouth will remain healthy. Now, coming to the sources of the riboflavin or the vitamin B2, the sources are the eggs, peas, beans, milk, then green vegetables. And children, see, the sources can be same also, it can be different also. So milk, most of the vitamins have the milk in it. So that's why reason milk and egg again and again you are able to see in every vitamins. So green vegetables, fish, and meat, they are rich in the riboflavin. Now coming to the next one, which are the symptom and the diseases. So symptoms of the riboflavin are poor growth. So the child who will have this, they will not be able to grow properly. Then the bad skin. So their skin will not be normal. You know, the covering will be again and again, it will be removing and then again it will be coming. So the skin will be bad. And then sores in mouth. Sores in mouth means the ulcer kind of the problem they will be getting continuously. So this is actually a very big problem where, you know, if they are getting sores in the mouth, they will not be able to eat anything which is spicy or which has more amount of salt. So it is when any food item goes near to this sore region, then what happens? It will create so much of pain. So, if a person has this problem, then definitely it will be very tough for them to eat. Am I clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
So,
actually, I didn't come to the second one, ma'am. Vitamin B.
oh, okay. Just let me go back then.
Yes, ma'am.
So, this is very important, children. See, grade six, anyhow, now you have revised, you have done it. So, my focus is now on teaching you the extra part. So, I think this you have not done in the starting. So, it's better now at the end we can do some of the very important things which are important for your Olympiad exams because grade seven also will have in most of the, you know, when you go for after 12th you will be writing some of the entrance exam for the jobs and all. There also they are asking this other names and what diseases, you know, related to. So it's important that you should know all them.
Yes, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Okay, going for the next one, it is the fourth one, which is called as the vitamin B3. Okay, the fourth one is vitamin B3. This vitamin B3, the other name of it is the niacin. Okay, it is also called as niacin. This niacin, the main function of it is keeping our skin, nervous system, and digestive system healthy. So, nervous and digestive system, and also to keep the skin healthy. So, with the help of this, they will remain healthy. Different sources are there. Some of the sources are sources are whole wheat, potatoes, tomatoes, then again the meat, fish, peanuts. So these are rich in the vitamin B3. But now, children, what happen generally, we all will be ignoring the potatoes. Am I correct? At our home also, our parents will not be giving us much of potatoes. Correct or wrong?
Yes, ma'am.
They will be saying if you eat more of potatoes, then you will become so gundu. It means a fat person you will become. Correct?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
but what happened generally? These all kind of the vitamins or maybe the carbohydrates or the proteins and all, they all are essential. So potatoes also we cannot ignore. So if anyone has a deficiency of B3, the doctors will be actually asking them to have more of the potatoes. So it's like, then it will become Raja of the food in spite of the corner side of the food. So, but definitely we should not have any kind of the problem in our body. So we should take care of it. And here, a disease they will be giving that is very interesting to know as that is called as pellagra. Now, this pellagra is basically derived from the two words. Okay, it has been derived from the two words, which means Pele, two words are Pele and the Agra. Okay, so Pele it denotes the skin. Pele is for the skin, and Agra is for the rough. So it's a condition where the person will get the rough skin. The appearance of the skin is become like rough kind of the thing will be there. It looks like the skin has got the sunburn. So that is how the name has been given pellagra. Clear? So skin related problems are called as the pellagra. Then moving to the next one, the fifth one, it is the vitamin B12. It is called as the vitamin B12. And the other name is cobalamin. Cobalamin. The main function of it is it helps in the formation of blood. So that is why B12 is very, very important. We all should have it. So this is the major kind of the vitamin which help in the formation of the blood and the proper growth. So sources are different sources are there. The sources are like meat, fish, eggs, milk. So all these are the different sources of the vitamin B12. So all of you children, you should at least have one glass of milk on regular basis. And if you are eating the non-vegetarian food, in that case, you can have the one egg also. So these two are very, very important. They will be providing you the vitamin also. They will be providing you the protein, carbohydrate. So if you take them, everything, every problem of your body will get resolved. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now the disease, what they will be causing, it is called as anemia. And I guarantee you, children, out of I think right now you are four in number. I guarantee you that out of you four, maximum three are anemic. How can you say that you are anemic? Any idea?
Ma'am, can you repeat?
I said, like, the vitamin B12, the deficiency of vitamin B12 is there. In that case, the disease will be there in our body, which is called as the anemia. And I said that out of, I now five children are there in the class. Out of five children, at least four will have the anemia problem. Why I said so? Why I said so?
Ma'am, because most of us are vegetarian. Like,
No, no, Neha. Not because you are vegetarian. It is because, like, you might test yourself also, maybe after the class, if you have anywhere stairs. You go to the stairs, climb the stairs, at least somewhere, 25. Don't go very like slowly. Okay, you're talking, going slowly. No, don't do that. In one go, you have to climb at least 20 to 25 stairs. Okay, and then same go, you have to come down also. And then if you feel like normal and your breath is not going up, like you're very normal, you're otherwise, if you are not normal, in that case, what will be? Am I correct? It means you have the deficiency of the blood in your body. Okay, so that is why we usually suggest that your 8 children should have the proper amount of the vitamin B12 so as to avoid this anemic condition. So you can try, you can just climb. I know I am an anemic person. If I climb, I'll be climbing hardly 10, and then I'll be so like this, I'll be breathing. So you may also try. I think you might not be because you all look fine, fit and fine, but you can still try. Fine to 20, 25, you just go in one go and then come down and then feel like are you breathing? You require more amount of breathing or the same breathing you are doing it, same rate you are breathing. So if your rate of breathing is going high, definitely anemic. Okay, if not, then no problem. The second thing what you can do is in your palm. See, I think now also you can see it looks very, very white actually in color for me. Correct? Does it look white? It means deficiency of the iron. And if it is little pinkish in color, it means good amount of the blood is there in our body. See, I think Shiansh has a good amount of it. He's very pinky. Trilocya yours is whitish actually. So you have to focus on the milk, eggs and all. Okay, do that. Neha, show me yours. Nishika, what about yours? Neha's, I can't identify actually. Is it white or it is pink? Because light reflection is coming so much.
Well, not
Huh.
having.
Neha's, I think this side is pink and the center one is the white, I guess. Yes, Neha?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you as actually at the center part of it. But I think Shriyansh has a high amount of the blood content in him. Nishika? Nishika is complete red. She has a good amount of blood. So you can see very, very pinkish she has the hands. But mine are very white. See, very white these are. What to do? Now my age is also gone. I cannot have so much of things.
Eat beetroot, ma'am, so much. That's why I have.
Oh, that's the reason. Beetroot is a very, very good source of it. If you take half of the beetroot also, it will create, very good result in your body. That's very amazing. And the third thing, how you can identify is like, take the finger, just pinch it actually. And the moment if you see so much of red color, then it means the presence of hemoglobin. And if you see a little one of in the center, then it means that yes, deficiency is there. Neha and me are like same only. See, for him, everything has become red actually. The fingertip has become red. For me, if you press also, it will not become red. So this plays a very, very important role. See, these are the basic things which are actually very interesting and the useful also. It's not important that always you have to open the book, we have to read and we have to see the things. So without reading, without doing anything, we can, identify all such small, small things and all. So still we are remaining with some of the vitamins like vitamin C, D, E, K, which also plays a very, very important role. We will be covering them. And then we will also be covering the minerals. So in the book, NCRT book, if I talk on, there I think these words are not being given, right? Vitamin B 2, 3, 4, they have not given it, correct? The other names also they have not given it. So make sure that you note these things down and learn them. Learn them, learning them does not mean that daily you have to just open sometime whenever you feel you are free and all. Just open them, read it, close it. Open them, read it, close it. So what happens when you do it continuously? You will be feeling so positive actually. And the best way, to retain something in the brain is during the night time. During night time when you go to sleep, generally what happen nowadays, we will be scrolling and then we will be sleeping, correct? Which is a very wrong way. What you should do, you all are at the good age. I just try for actually some days, okay? Your ma'am is saying, So you should try it, okay? At least once week you try it, okay? And then you tell me, the next class you tell me the result, what you feel about it. What you should do is when you go to the sleep, okay, you are scrolling, scroll it. But the moment when you kept everything aside, you just lie down and then you recall in your mind only that what you have done whole day. Fine. So maybe first class was your physics class in the school. Fine, what you all did, okay? Second class was maths class. I did this, and ma'am taught me this sum and all. So likewise, the time wise, you can just rewind everything or recall everything. Then evening, I had the tuition class. In tuition class, ma'am, she told me this all things. So keep on, rewinding it in your brain only. I don't want any pen, any paper, any opening of the book during that time. Just you have to imagine that scenario that yes, morning I did this, that, then blah blah, all those things till the moment you sleep, you recall everything from the day to the night. Okay, this this kind of a thing, if you do it for a week, your brain will start to working 10 times faster. It will start retenting, everything whatever you have actually are doing around you. It will get stored automatically. You try it. This is the very best way actually, if you want to improve your brain capacity.
Ma'am,
Fine, try. Hmm.
I saw, ma'am, that actually I am observing some channel, ma'am. It will tell a very good facts, ma'am, about human body, ma'am. So our body, ma'am, like if you read just before you sleep rather than scrolling, ma'am, if you then read for 10 minutes, if you revise, after waking up, you can tell, ma'am, whatever you revised.
That's it. That is a fact actually. That is a fact. But what I do, I wanted to recall everything the whole day, because everything, morning till night, whatever you do, everything is important, right? So that is the reason I am telling you to recall everything, not only what we have revised or what you have done, everything you rewind it. So your brain will start occupying that thing, and you will feel so, so happy also after 1 week. You will not be feeling like overburden or burden and something like that. You will be over enjoying, overwhelming you will be. Okay, try doing this. And in the next class, we will be discussing that, how it works. But yes, you have to be very sincere. It should not be scrolling. Oh, ma'am, she told me to do this. Don't do that, okay? Then it will not work. Fine. Okay, children. Then we'll meet you in the next class.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you,
Bye
ma'am.
bye. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a nice day, ma'am.
Thank you.